Welcome to Dr. K Speaks. I'm Dr. K. Today I want to talk about some of the things that I can see coming for 2023. Remember what we've just been going through for the past 3 years? Well, now a new wave of that is on its way. I don't know if you know about it, but China is experiencing a horrendous pandemic since they let go of their zero COVID policy restrictions and now they have opened up their society. COVID is spreading like wildfire over there in China. They have a whole lot of deaths. They have a whole lot of hospitalizations. They're having a whole lot of funerals. It is really, really, really bad. Now get this. On January the 8th, China is opening up for travel. And what this means is that people from China are going to be traveling all over the place, right? Now, there are some countries who have already put restrictions on people from China being able to come in to their country. The United States has put in the restrictions. I believe our restrictions start on January the 5th. And I think it is something about how you have to have a COVID. I know they have to have a negative COVID test before they can come here. And I think the COVID test might have to be like no more than 2 days old. And then they also, if they've already had COVID, then they need some documentation from China showing that they've already had COVID, because then they would have the antibodies. Now, let me just say this. Milan in Italy, they just reported that they had 2 planes from China come over with Chinese people on it. And on one plane, it was about 50% of the people on that plane from China had COVID. And then on another plane, it was a little below 50%. So now they already went to Italy. Now I can see the writing on the wall. Think about this. Those tests that we take for COVID to see if you're positive, those tests aren't 100%. So then that means that even though the United States does have restrictions, some people are going to get over here who are going to have COVID, in my opinion anyway. It looks like the writing is all on the wall for me. And then also, if you think about people who have to show that they've already had COVID and that they have the antibodies, how many people do you think might forge documents or might have documents forged just to be able to travel? So what's getting ready to happen is a repeat of what we just went through at the beginning of or at the end of 2019. It's happening again, right? Now, you'll probably start to see lockdowns again. You'll probably start to see mask mandates again. I'm not for sure how we're going to handle it over here in this country, but it's coming again. So if you're looking at mainstream media and they are reassuring you that it's not coming, look at the writing on the wall, right? Now, I've heard some reports over in over in China, that there are 4 variants that are over there, 4 variants of Omicron that are over there. And then I've heard in other reports that they're not sure if there have been any new variants. Now, I heard this one report about how there is a variant that has developed that goes back down into the lungs. So remember, Omicron is like that upper respiratory situation, right? And what was before Omicron was in the lungs, and that's how a lot of people ended up no longer being with us. So now, if it is really true that a new variant has developed that is back down in the lungs again, then that's going to be bad news. Because you got to ask yourself, and you can look on YouTube and you'll be able to see that a lot of people are dying over there in China. They're not even giving up the real numbers of how many are dying. But there are some leaked videos and there are some whistleblowers who are kind of letting the cat out of the bag, letting us know what's going on, right? So now I'm wondering, why are so many people over there dying? Because with Omicron, it wasn't as dangerous as the ones that came before it. So are a lot of the people dying because they're old? We don't have the numbers on that yet because China is not releasing that, right? Or is it a situation where they've taken the hokey pokey and it lowered their immune system, and so now they aren't able to withstand the respiratory illness? So we don't really know. But I say, get yourself ready. whatever it is that you did before, like once you found out, because a lot of people were looking on YouTube and on other places getting all kind of herbal supplements and trying to build up their immune system. I would say now, whatever it is that you can do to start building up your immune system is going to be really, really, really important that you start building up your immune system. And I want to say, for the people here who took the hokey pokey, there are some studies that show that it's lowering people's immune systems. There have been a lot of people, as a matter of fact, there were more people who have taken the hokey pokey that have been hospitalized than ones that didn't take it. And then I don't know if you know about the death rate skyrocketing all over the world, and it started after the hokey pokey. All right, so that's saying something. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I can see writing on the wall. So it is my opinion that we should all get ready. Do whatever it is that you can to protect you and yours. Peace. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel so that you can be aware of all of the videos that I have already uploaded and ones that I will continue to post on how to become the highest version of yourself.